buddy, you're out of here.
Hi and Assalamualaikum. I'm Natasha binti student Human Resource Management Intake December 20, and my number matric is HR12200001.
Hi, my name is Nur Aisha Nabila binti Muhammad Azlan, and my number matric is HR12200002.
My name is Nur Akila binti Zainal. I'm from Human Resources Management December 20, HR12200003.
Hello, my name is Putri Maisara binti Razmi, and I'm from HR122004.
Hello, my name is Siti Asha binti Muhammad Rafi, and I'm from HR122005.
Company history: McDonald. The name McDonald is the leading fast food brand in the world, similar to Coca-Cola. McDonald is the leader in most markets where it's present, including Malaysia. Few people know that the person who brought McDonald to Malaysia is none other than Tan Sri Vincent Tan, the founder of Berjaya Group, one of the largest and most successful companies in Malaysia. The company came to Malaysia in 1980 when Tan's Golden Arch Restaurant obtained the franchise license from McDonald's Corporation, USA. In 1982, the first branch was opened in Jalan Bukit Bintang, which is still in operation today. Today, McDonald's Malaysia operates more than 200 outlets across the country and continues to grow. According to reports, the fast food chain grows by 20 to 25 branches every year. McDonald's Malaysia has one of the largest and best managed workforce in the country, with approximately 10,000 local employees, and was awarded A on Hewitt Best Employers in Malaysia in 2009 and 2011. As a restaurant operator, McDonald's Malaysia offers halal food supply by its partner company McFood Service Sdn Bhd. This includes its own local menus such as a McEgg, which has since been discontinued, and the Ayam Goreng McD, which remains one of the most popular dishes among Malaysia today. In 1988, the first drive-thru restaurant opened, setting the course for how McDonald's restaurant operate today. From there, the company moved on to other charitable endeavors through RMCC, Ronald McDonald's Children Charities Fund of Malaysia. In addition to Malaysia, Golden Arch is also active in Brunei, where the company began operation in 1992. A year later, the restaurant opened in Cebu in Sarawak under the franchise program. McDonald's Malaysia corporate timelines. In 1982 April, McDonald's first restaurant in Malaysia opened at Jalan Bukit Bintang, Kuala Lumpur. 1987 November, Ayam Goreng McD was first introduced. 1988 December, McDonald's housed its first drive-thru restaurant at Jalan Pahang, Kitiwangsa. 1990 February, Ronald McDonald House Charities Malaysia (RMHC) Malaysia was established. 1993 January, McDonald's first franchise restaurant was opened in Cebu. 1994, the Prosperity Burger was first created and launched in Malaysia. And 1994 March, McDonald's delivery service was introduced. 1995 February, McDonald's is the first quick service restaurant in Malaysia to obtain the halal certification from Chakib. 1999 June, RMHC opened its first Ronald McDonald House in Malaysia. 1999 June, a new brand promise, "We are out to make you smile," was put forward in celebration of the new millennium. 2001 January, McDonald is the first quick service restaurant to form an alliance with an oil company when it opened at Mobile Sherman Highway. And 2002 July, new local menu Bubur Ayam McD was launched nationwide. 2003 September, launch of the global I'm Loving campaign. 2004 July, the annual Olympic Day Run was introduced to mark McDonald's worldwide partnership with the International Olympic Council. 2007 June, McDonald's launched 24-hour service at over 70 restaurants nationwide. 2008, recognition by the Malaysia Books of Records for the largest participation for a drive-thru challenge. 2012 June, first McCafe in Malaysia opened at McDonald's Quarter Damansara. 2012 November, National Breakfast Day held for the first time in Malaysia with more than 200,000 egg muffins given away for free. And 2013, McDonald's received the add-on with Best Employers in Malaysia award for the third time a row. 2014, McDonald's won gold at the Putra Brand Awards for the fifth year in a row. 2014, McDonald's is now available in every state in Malaysia with the opening of its first restaurant in Perlis. 2015, McDonald's introduced Lazy's Chicken Fallover and Mashui Beef Fallover for Ramadan. 2016, cashless facility now available at McDonald's. 2016 July, McDonald's delivery service goes 100% online. And 2016 December, Saudi Arabia's Lionhorn Petit Ltd becomes the owner of McDonald's Malaysia through the McDonald's Development License Franchising Structure. And 2017 April, McDonald's marks its 35th anniversary in Malaysia. Mission McDonald's. McDonald's corporate mission is to be our customers' favorite place and way to eat and drink. This mission statement highlights the significance of customers as the business focus, while maintaining the company as a major influence on their food and beverage purchase decision. Visions. McDonald's corporate vision is to move with the velocity to drive profitable growth and become an even better McDonald's service, serving more customers delicious food each day around the world. Objective McDonald's. 1. Market share objective. Market share can be achieved within a specified period of time if objectives are set accurately. Second, increasing profits. Objective is to increase profit or percentage of sales for a certain period of time. Third, survive. Current or present hard times the business is in. Fourth, growth. Business objective may state grow by 15% year on year for the next 5 years ahead. And lastly, increasing brand awareness over a certain period of time. Product McDonald's. The product is the tangible item or service that the company offers to its clients. It includes both tangible and intangible elements including appearances, assurance, and packaging. McDonald's sells the same food in different nations, and the consistency of these products draws in a large number of repeat customers. The corporation has analyzed customer behavior in the UK and offers a completely different menu than in other nations. As a result, McDonald's has been able to constantly reinvent its offering in response to changing customer taste and preference. A new products with a reputable brand, high quality, and outstanding customer-related qualities are introduced by the corporation. Next, it's worth noting that McDonald's has created a section of stringer menus in order to keep its products distinctive freshness and taste. Through the manufacturing process, the product is subject to several quality checks to ensure that it meets the high quality standard. Burger, for example, must pass various inspection checklists, and the shelf life of certain items should not exceed 40 days. Furthermore, when the products are being made, certain criteria must be followed before being provided to clients. Products that do not satisfy the acceptable requirements are discarded. Service McDonald's. Every fast food restaurant, whether it is a corporate or little business, aims to create a new such in-service operation, all with the goal of implementing and promoting the brand quality. McDonald's offers several service operations. As one of the world's top and most prosperous fast food restaurants, McDonald's is now implementing service operations with providing excellent experience for its customers through product, location, price, promotion, and people. Headquarters for McDonald's. On June 13, 2016, McDonald's confirmed plans to move its global headquarters to Chicago's West Loop neighborhood on the nearest west side. The 608,000 square foot building opened on June 4, 2018 and was built on the former site of Harpo Production, where the Oprah Winfrey Show and various other Harpo productions were taped. Next, the former McDonald's headquarters. McDonald's Plaza is located in Oak Brook, Illinois. It is located on the site of the former headquarters and stables of Paul Butler, founder of Oak Brook. McDonald's moved from an office in the Chicago Loop to the Oak Brook facility in 1971. Outlet store McDonald's in Malaysia. If you happen to be in the Bukit Bintang area, don't be surprised to see the famous McDonald's outlet there with a new name. Don't worry, it's not a rebranding exercise or anything. It's still a McDonald's but with a ever localized name. In conjunction with the upcoming Merdeka and Malaysia Day, Malaysia has renamed its Bukit Bintang outlet to McD, M-E-K-D-I. A local slang for McD is short form for McDonald's to celebrate its Malaysianness. According to the fast food chain, the Bukit Bintang outlet was picked for the name change because it's the first ever McDonald's outlet to open in Malaysia back in 1982.
McDonald's company logo. So first of all, a history of the McDonald's logo design evolution. The world's largest chain of fast food restaurant, McDonald's, is more famous for its logo than its mouth-watering food. Founded by the two brothers, this fast food brand is among the best valuable brands in the world. A significant part of the success of the McDonald's is executed with its striking logo design. Famously known as the Golden Arches, the emblem of McDonald's has a fabulous story that should inspire every graphic designer. The journey of McDonald's logo begins with the rapid growth of its business. However, before we discuss the visual aspect of the logo, we want you to take back in the time to let you know that how McDonald's evolved into the most prominent fast food brand and how it changed the lifestyle of people around the world. They hired Stanley Clark Maston to design the architecture of the building. This was when the Golden Arches were created, which later became the imaginary of the famous McDonald's logo. However, the rapid expansion of the McDonald's business came when Ray Kroc joined the company. A salesperson by profession, Ray Kroc became the franchise manager of McDonald's in 1955. He spread the business in every corner of the country in 1961. Ray Kroc bought the business at a massive deal of $2.7 million. This deal marked the start of significant growth of McDonald's under the leadership of Ray Kroc, who used his astute marketing skill to promote the business and increase its outreach throughout America. By 1968, McDonald's has more than 1,000 restaurants operating in this country. The next few decades saw the globalization of the company, and it opened its restaurant facility in other countries. This was a significant step in the history of McDonald's, which made it famous around the world. When started as a small drive-in restaurant, facility transformed into a conglomerate with operation in every corner of the world. Currently, McDonald's has a presence in more than 100 countries where it operates more than 3,600 restaurants, while the arriving of other fast food companies did affect its business. It is still the largest fast food company in the world today. It is the most successful fast food company with a brand value of $40.3 billion. The arrival of McDonald's not only redefined the concept of dine out, but it almost became a symbol of the urban life. It changed the lifestyle of people and symbolized the modern living with the passage of time. The name of McDonald's becomes synonymous with pop culture. Celebrities like Justin Timberlake, Kobe Bryant, and Keith Wu become the brand ambassador of McDonald's. The fast food restaurant changed the attitude of the people toward eating out. Food items like a Big Mac, McGriddles, and Happy Meal become a household name. The inspiring success story of McDonald's branding led many other entrepreneurs to venture into the fast food industry. Fast food companies like Taco Bell, Burger King, and Subway followed the business model of McDonald's and become its more significant. The fantastic success of McDonald's has been the subject of many popular books, documentaries, and movies. The most popular among them is The Founder, which despite the story of the Ray Kroc and how he managed to transform McDonald's into a billion-dollar business. So next, we move to the logo evolution McDonald's company. So it started from the shape. The McDonald's logo is symbolic of the golden arches that were the substance of the newly construction architecture of the first franchise restaurant in 1952. After Ray Kroc took over the business in 1961, he incorporated the two arches to form the new McDonald's logo that looks like the letter of M. This new logo renewed the brand identity of the McDonald's for more than 50 years. Next, the color of the McDonald's logo. McDonald's uses the golden and the red as a primary color in its logo design. The golden color represents the famous arches of its first franchise restaurant, while the red color represents the food industry of this company. The synergy of both of these colors create the great brand identity of McDonald's. Next, we move to the font. The McDonald's logo uses the McLo Suite font in its name. It is the simplicity of the font that makes the name of McDonald's look applying to the eyes. So this is the history about company logo. So first, starting from the year 1948, Speedy Service logo. In 1948, the McDonald brothers pronounced a new way to serve fast food. They called the new system Speedy Service System. Among the many changes they introduced, the most significant was the removal of the barbecue in their menu. The idea was to speed up the service. The winking shaft in the logo was designed to represent the fast service of the food facility. In the year 1961, the Golden Arches logo. The golden arches of the McDonald's logo was inspired by the first franchise unit of McDonald's, which was designed by Stanley Mason. However, the arches was the brainchild of Richard McDonald, one of the McDonald brothers, who thought that they would catch off the attention of the pie placer. After Ray Kroc bought the business from the McDonald's brothers, he redesigned the logo and changed it into a new design that resembled the arches of the restaurant facility. Together with Fred Turner and the Jim Schrader, he created a model that represents the two overlapped arches and a line passing through them. It was the first McDonald's logo that featured the famous arches. So next we move to the 1968, the M logo. As the business of McDonald's flourishes, Ray Kroc continued to modify the brand identity of the company. The first change he did was redesign the logo. He got rid of the double arches and joined them to make them look like the letter of M. He put the name of the company into the letter of the logo. This version of McDonald's logo remained the brand identity for 35 years until it went into action in the year 2003. In the year 2003, the I'm Loving It logo. From 1968 till 2003, The McDonald's logo went through several revisions. However, none could make more impact than the one that represented the I'm Loving It campaign that started in June 2003. One of the most successful marketing campaigns is McDonald's History. The one linear I'm Loving It became a worldwide slogan of the company. The highlight of the campaign was the new logo design that was created by Haye and partner. The design team did some change into the original shape of the logo. The most notable among them was the sleek radical arches and shadow. The design has been the icon of the company since 2003. So the last one is the future of McDonald's logo evolution. The rich legacy of McDonald's logo has inspired a generation, and people look up to its logo as a symbol of excellence. The emerging value of the new generation and the growing industry of fast food business have changed the way people perceive the idea of dine-in. The emergence of so many fast food companies have given more choice to the consumer, and now they can find the best food at the rates of their choice. Will the new logo of McDonald's stand up to this transition in the food industry? Only time will tell. I'm starting from the job description at McDonald's. McDonald's crew member job description. A crew team members work in the kitchen but can also work in the front of the restaurant and take order for customer crew member, also work the drive-thru. McDonald's crew member duties include greeting customer with a smile, taking accurate food order, preparing all of the McDonald's world famous food, partnering with other crew and manager to meet target goals during your shift, restaurant cleaners, ensure items are well stocked. So next we move to the McDonald's cook job description. A McDonald's cook works in the kitchen and prepare order for customer. Specific tasks include prepare meal during the breakfast, lunch and dinner rush hour, follow recipe with a great attention to details, always apply food safety principle, communication with cashier and the crew members. The next one is a McDonald's shift manager job description. A shift manager provides leadership to the crew and other managers during a shift to ensure great quality, service and cleanliness to the customer. Shift manager perform a variety of tasks which may include planning for each shift, inventory management, monitoring performance during the shift, taking action ensure the team is meeting McDonald's standard, monitoring food safety, security and profitability, communicating with the next shift manager to help prepare him or her to run a great shift too. Shift manager may also be responsibility for meeting targets during the shift and for helping the assigned department meet their goals. Daily maintenance of cleanliness, managing crew and training, quality food production, and exceptional customer service. So the last one is McDonald's department manager job description. Manager lead shift every week, making sure customer get a fast, accurate, friendly experience every visit. But some manager also lead department. This manager responsibility may include managing assignment system like training food safety, inventory management, setting goals, delegating tasks to the teams, following up and reporting results back to the team and other manager. The guest service department manager responsibility may include making sure crew and manager deliver a great customer experience, self-promotion are done well, service staff are trained in service procedure. The front counter, Max Cafe and drive-thru areas are organized for the best service.
Issues, problem and challenge faced by the company. First, unhealthy food image. McDonald's has been impacted by negative press like the documentary Surprise Me by Morgan Spurlock, in which he contributes our society's obesity to McDonald's and other fast food chains. In fact, each McDonald's dishes provide large number of calories but not too much nutrition. Second, customer loses due to fierce competition. McDonald's has to compete with many strong brand names in fast food industry such as Wendy's, Burger King or Yum brands. This fierce competition make McDonald's lose a large number of customers who prefer favor of other brands. Third, problem related to health issue. McDonald's use trans fat and beef oil in their foods. Although it is not illegal, it affects badly on customers' health because trans fat is causes of some kind of cancer. Fourth, legal action. McDonald's has been involved in a number of lawsuits and other legal cases in the cause. For example, McDonald's forced many other restaurants, companies of just a coffee shop to change their brand name because of keeping Mac letters. Fifth, unbalanced meal. Although McDonald's tries to update its menu by healthy criteria, McDonald's meals are still unbalanced. For example, there are many dishes with chicken, bacon, beef, rib or egg which is grilled and fried. 6. High employee turnover rate. Although McDonald's has many good managers as well as skillful employees, the turnover rate is still high. Every year, many of their employees are fired out of the restaurant. Moreover, many others quit their jobs, especially part-time employees, because of low salary as well as too hard working pressure. The next one is dissatisfied franchises. Franchises are beginning to become very dissatisfied with the fees that McDonald's are forcing them to pay. As the company continues to expand, they are also increasing the amount of fees. Franchises have to pay for the use to the notorious fast food brand. Many people are not very happy about this, and as a result, many franchises are selling their businesses. And the last one is COVID-19 phases. Generally, McDonald's is recognized as one of the most successful brands worldwide. However, COVID-19 pandemic has impacted various economic sectors, including food and beverage. McDonald's sales have also been impacted when COVID-19 lockdown restrict the dine-in operation and limits the customers' satisfaction due to standards operating procedures (SOP). Recommendation and solution. First, great expansion capabilities abroad. According to the Grand Matrix, market development is one strategy that McDonald's should implement. Companies should prepare an international strategy which focus on big cities along with high populated areas, especially in Asia. There are not many McDonald's restaurants in this potential market. If McDonald's can develop more and more in Asia, it is a huge advantage for company to gain market share. Second, name recognition. Everywhere, millions of people are familiar with the golden arches that are on top of every McDonald's restaurant. McDonald's should use this advantage to gain more attraction from customers. It does not mean that the company should become involved into many areas of the food industry. In fact, soft drink and fast food bring large profit for McDonald's. However, it keeps evolving in other areas. It will increase the potential for liability to the company because of many intensive competitors. Third, strength to new production. Companies should focus on this strength to develop stronger. However, the company seems not diversify its product regularly, while competitors are stronger and have new products gradually. Because of this reaction, McDonald's should spend more money on research and development to create new products and services, as well as increase the efficiency of operations. Next is customer service. Managers of McDonald's are trained professionally. As a result, they can train employees well. McDonald's employees are evaluated high by customers because of their behavior as well as attitude. Just the minority, but sometimes the employees are rude. McDonald's should find a way to solve it. For example, the company has to train more employees and increase their salary in order to keep them working for a long time. This time is just enough for them to get skill to service customers well. The last one is steps up food safety and hygiene practices COVID-19 outbreak. Since the start of the Movement Control Order (MCO), McDonald's Malaysia has increased its food safety and hygiene measures to ensure the health and well-being of its people and customers. Today, the quick service restaurant chain announced the rollout of its contactless and cashless system for its McDelivery service. For example, crew members and riders are required to wear face masks and gloves. A crew member will be assigned to sanitize and clean the delivery bags of each rider before the food is packed into their respective bags. And lastly, after closing hours, each restaurant will assign a manager and 4 crew members to carry out detailed cleaning of the store. This covers area within each restaurant like kitchen, drive-thru lane, dining area and storage area.
Company training program. Training is an important part of any business, especially a corporate one. Let's say you don't have a good eyes for hiring or that some of the newly hired employees don't meet the job as a requirement. This is where training comes in. Employees' job capabilities is achieved through training and development, and not just on practical level. Training and development provide additional humanistic abilities such as teamwork, communication, and in addition to practical knowledge. The 3 core activities of training and development are training, education, and development. McDonald's training. McDonald's Corporation is the world's largest hamburger fast food restaurant business with 16 million daily customers. McDonald's Corporation make money as a property owner, a restaurant franchise, and a restaurant operator. McDonald's Corporation directly operates around 50% of McDonald's location. The rest are run by others through a variety of franchise and joint venture arrangement. Any company reputation is ultimately determined by the quality of its product. To invent, design, produce, and distribute high-quality items, you will need high-quality personnel. As a result, a company image depends on ability to acquire high-quality people. The capacity to recruit, train, and retain high-quality employees is very important for any organization that provides a high level of personal service. Crew members come from many walks of life and have a variety of reasons for working. Working at McDonald's has aided students in financing their education, given parents with children a flexible schedule, and improved the life of adults in retirement. Every day, more than 1 million people choose to work at McDonald's throughout the world. Training begins as soon as you join the McDonald's team and continues as you move through the McDonald's system. Crew trainer, manager, and other workers will work side by side with everyone to show the ropes, and training will continue as you advance through the McDonald's system. McDonald's encourages employees to grow their maximum potential by providing a pleasant coaching atmosphere. McDonald's mentoring and coaching. McDonald's is implementing a long-term strategy that allows for development of new talent and the encouragement of teamwork. McDonald's has always been strong building relationship with outside vendors, but its internet approach to employees development has always been result-driven and short-term. We might achieve more for the long run with a new approach to leadership. The head of learning and development started. At McDonald's, coaching has been an implement of employees development, but it has been recognized that a greater emphasis on broadening leadership abilities is required. This leads to improved cross-disciplinary collaboration as well as the fostering and development of the individual talent. Within a 3-part leadership development program, coaching focus develop a unique coaching skill training for McDonald's senior manager in order to grow and generate more successful manager. The customized leadership development course has been delivered on an annual basis since the need for a fresh strategy was realized 5 years ago. The goal was to assist corporate executives gain confidence and improve their performance, allowing them to function on a more strategic level. Leading with emotional intelligence. Leading as a coach and strategic leadership are the 3 components of the curriculum. From the beginning, coaching-focused contribution has been to give the leader as a coach component. They create a 3-day ILM certified curriculum for senior managers from all areas of the company, who were chosen for their potential to become future leaders and their current responsibility for the development of talent within their team. The program is offered yearly in cohort of 10 to 12 delegates and include theory and practice. Before transferring their new abilities to the workplace, the delegate must practice them in the workshop under the supervision of the coaching-focused facilitator. Senior managers have shown an improvement in worker involvement, higher confidence, and enhanced communication abilities The growth of coaching being an acknowledged element of discipline inside McDonald's has been beneficial and continues to grow. The initiative has had 3 levels of impact. The capacity of the cohort to work together to produce and instill influence on each other, which aid the individual abilities and confidence to coach, was the first. The second was an acknowledgement of a trickle-down impact that has been the way they have been coaching members of their team. Finally, the delegate potential to become part of a coaching pool for the entire organization, not just coaching their own team, but being linked up with individuals they don't know across discipline to enable them to make a difference across boundaries is still work in progress. McDonald's culture and value. McDonald's business strategy is to do the right thing and deliver the greatest possible service to its customers, communities, and workers. McDonald's has a strong corporate culture and is committed to young employment across the world. Every producer at McDonald's has its own set of rules and regulations for how it should be carried out. It's made every effort to give the finest possible assistance to its employees. It is committed to providing a higher degree of quality, cleanliness, value, and service to its clients. They think that by working together, a well-trained team can provide the finest service. Thus, they are devoted to people and encourage team development and collaboration. McDonald's conduct business with honesty and integrity in all aspects. They are believed in recognizing victories and striving for new higher objectives and achievement. They are devoted to exceeding customer expectations and ensuring their pleasure. They are tasked with turning awareness into action. McDonald's goal is for employees to strive for higher level of performance and to live up to their full potential. Employees are rewarded depending on their performance, providing a platform for workers to achieve the greatest result in their daily operation. They believe in work-life balance, since employees' performance would suffer if they are under too much time and strain. They have clearly defined tasks and responsibilities for each member of the workforce. McDonald's adheres to a set of guidelines and is committed to excellent health. The following individuals have worked for the company. Number 1, fast customer service. 2, free from error occurrence. 3, decision making is simple. 4, facilities are well maintained. 5, the premise of the restaurant are clean. 6, well-built team and effective teamwork with specific work. 7, standards are based on value, quality, and cleanness. 8, full control on the every link of the supply chain. And the last one, food safety is the important consideration of the company.
What is McDonald's framework for corporate social responsibility and sustainability? The company established goals and measurable plan to generate shared value for its business and society. McDonald's Corporation today announced its first corporate social responsibility and sustainable framework, which is intended to position the company for the future while generating measurable, positive, and impact. Next, what step is McDonald's taking to improve its overall business strategy? For those who are stressed or worried, any opportunity to rest is greatly appreciated, especially in a hospital setting, by incorporating all of this corporate social responsibility effort into a practice. McDonald's is undoubtedly improving its overall business strategy. What exactly does it mean to be socially responsible business? Companies that are socially responsible are more concerned with the impact of their operation on society than with financial matter. The following are some of the most common examples of corporate social responsibility, plus making investment with a social and environment concern, plus carbon footprint reduction and climate change. McDonald's Malaysia is concerned about what it can offer its stockholder, the general public, customer, and even its supplier. McDonald's Malaysia has been well known for its high commitment for corporate social responsibility since its inception on April 29, 1982. McDonald's is concerned with human rights and the customer. They do not use slaves or children as laborers. Aside from that, McDonald's has an anti-discrimination policy, particularly against women. Women now hold 53% of McDonald's restaurant manager position. McDonald's Food and Service have met the requirement of international food quality and safety standards. The employees are well versed in basic food safety and hygiene practice. Employees are expected to strictly adhere to the procedure. Furthermore, the Malaysia Islamic Development Department has certified halal all McDonald's food. For over 30 years, McDonald's has made an effort to produce less waste to the environment and has placed an emphasis on energy conservation technologies. Power system stabilizers are installed in all major McDonald's restaurants. Power factor correction board can also help you save money on energy. Over the few years, this effort has resulted in 5 until 8% reduction in monthly energy consumption. McDonald's also take precaution measures when it comes to the use of non-biodegradable items like plastic bag. Paper now account for more than 16% of the material used in food packaging, as opposed to polyester or plastic. The cooking oil is returned to the supplier for recycling each month. Approximately also give back them to the community. Next, McDonald's quality control. Here are some of years highlights from 2011. Sales increased by 5.6%, the revenue increased by 12%, the operating income increased by 40%, the operating margin increased by 0.6 percentage point to 31.6%. McDonald's returned $6 billion to shareholders through share purchase and dividend payment. Following that, delayed earnings share increased by 50%. The cash generated from operation increased from 808 million to 0.2 billion in 2011. McDonald's CEO had a total asset 3290 million. It had increased by 150 million since last year. McDonald's Corporation also has a healthy cash flow. Lastly, comparing revenue over 2 years had its own set of explanation. In the last 6 years, the cash generated by operation has increased dramatically. Cash expenditure remains stable at 1,090 million to 2,700 million, which is a positive sign. This means that the company has complete control over its expenditure. In the last 6 years, the company net income has increased by 1,955 million. In the last 6 years, the company total revenue has increased by 111 million. The purpose of comparing revenue over 6 years is to examine the company financial stability, whereas comparing revenues over 2 years has its own set of explanation. Conclusion. In conclusion, McDonald's is one of the largest fast food company in the world. They continue on their path to success by keeping their customer in mind when it comes to product selecting and pricing. They encourage their employees to do well, usually promote from within, and provide several scholarships to encourage their education. Despite the fact that McDonald's is a centralized wait-and-see company, they find ways to use technological products to increase productivity, service, and sales, from using the Nintendo DS to train staff to using new post touch screen register. McDonald's will undoubtedly be around for many years to come. McDonald's is now one of the world's great entrepreneurial organizations, with 4 out of every 5 restaurants around the world operated by an affiliate partner of the company or a franchise. There are approximately restaurants in more than 190 countries, serving approximately 8 million people each day. While much of India's retail sector is in distress, McDonald's has been largely unaffected by the slowdown and plans to accelerate its subcontinental expansion. Advertising has an effect on consumers. They believe in the McDonald's promise of proudly service and exceptional McDonald's eating experience that make all people feel special and make me smile every customer every time. Every employee strives to provide complete customer satisfaction. They don't compromise on product quality and have stringent checks in place at every stage to ensure this. All of this has resulted in the establishment of a loyal customer base that return time and again. They believe that it's our desire to provide the best that keep us head and shoulder above the competition.